YouTube in 2026 is saturated. Let's be honest. If you start another generic tech review channel, another fitness tips channel, or another make money online channel today, you're basically invisible. There are already thousands of creators in those spaces, many with years of content, established audiences, and algorithm favor. The dream dies before it even starts because you're trying to compete in spaces where the race is already over. You're running a marathon where everyone else is at mile 25 and you're still lacing up your shoes. So what's the answer? Give up? Absolutely not. The answer is going smaller, not bigger. It's about finding the cracks in the massive walls everyone else is trying to climb over. It's about micro niches, where audiences are desperate for content, but nobody's serving them. And here's the game changer. You can build an entire YouTube channel without even showing your face or spending hundreds of hours editing, thanks to AI tools that have gotten insanely good in the past year. Let me break this down for you. We're going to talk about 10 specific niches that are blowing up in 2026. But first, you need to understand the strategy behind why these work. Think about fitness for a second. That's a massive niche, right? Millions of channels. But fitness isn't specific enough anymore. Even weight loss has tens of thousands of channels, so you go smaller. Weight loss at home without equipment. Still competitive. Go smaller. Weight loss for working moms over 40 who have 20 minutes a day. Now we're talking. That's a micro niche with a passionate audience that feels like nobody's speaking directly to them. This is how you win in 2026. You find the small pond where you can be a big fish, and then you use AI to create content at scale so you're not burning out trying to manually produce everything. The tool I recommend for this is HeyGen. It's not perfect, but I have tested so many tools for creating video, and it's the most realistic AI video generator I've tested. You can create unlimited videos, the avatars look surprisingly real, and most importantly, it's simple to use. You can literally type a script, choose an avatar, and have a video ready in minutes. I'll drop a link below if you want to check it out, but the tool doesn't matter if you pick the wrong niche. So let's get into the 10 niches that are primed to explode this year. First up, middle-class survival and money reality. This is huge because it speaks to the anxiety everyone's feeling, but nobody wants to admit publicly. People aren't searching for how to get rich anymore. They're searching for why I can't afford groceries on a $60,000 salary. And is the American dream dead? Content in this niche breaks down real numbers, what it actually costs to live in different cities, why housing feels impossible, why 2 incomes aren't enough anymore. These videos aren't about selling courses or crypto schemes. They're about validating people's struggles with data and giving them language to understand what's happening to them economically. This niche works because it taps into something deeply emotional, but presents it through practical information. And the audience? It's massive. We're talking about the majority of working Americans who feel like they're doing everything right but still can't get ahead. Video ideas. I calculated the real cost of middle-class life in 2026. Why your parents could afford a house but you can't. The truth about why you're broke even with a good job. Number 2, skills that still pay without college. Student loan debt is crushing people, and more folks are realizing that a 4-year degree isn't the only path. But most career content is still stuck in 2010, pushing college or nothing. This niche focuses on real alternatives: trade skills, certifications, apprenticeships, freelancing paths. But here's the key: it needs to be specific. Not just learn to code. More like how HVAC technicians make $80K with no degree, or the 6-month path to becoming a paid copywriter. The audience here is either young people trying to avoid debt or adults looking to pivot careers without going back to school. Both groups are hungry for content that gives them a real roadmap, not just motivation. Third, real relationship psychology. I'm not talking about dating coaches selling you the secrets to attracting anyone. I'm talking about actual psychological concepts applied to relationships, attachment theory, communication patterns, why certain conflicts keep repeating. People are tired of surface-level advice. They want to understand the mechanics of why their relationships work or don't work. They want to recognize patterns, not just get band-aid solutions. This niche combines education with deeply personal content. Videos like Why You're Attracted to People Who Hurt You or The Psychology Behind Stonewalling in Arguments get massive engagement because they help people see themselves clearly. Number 4, health problems doctors don't explain properly. Here's the thing: doctors are often rushed. They diagnose, prescribe, and move on. Patients leave confused, scared, and full of questions. They turn to Google, which either terrifies them or gives them garbage information. This niche fills that gap. It breaks down common conditions, medications, test results, and symptoms in plain English. It explains the why behind medical advice. Why does this medication cause that side effect? What's actually happening in your body with this condition? The key is being educational, not prescriptive. You're not giving medical advice, you're translating medical information. Think of videos like what your doctor means when they say pre-diabetic or understanding your thyroid test results. The audience is anyone who's ever left a doctor's office confused, which is basically everyone. Fifth, parenting in the digital age. Every parent with a kid over the age of 5 is dealing with technology questions their own parents never faced. When should my kid get a phone? How do I monitor their social media without invading privacy? What do I do about gaming addiction? Traditional parenting advice doesn't address this stuff, and most tech content isn't aimed at worried parents. This niche bridges that gap. Content here is both practical and empathetic. It's not fear-mongering about screen time. It's helping parents make informed decisions. Videos like setting up safe YouTube for a 7-year-old or having the AI chatbot conversation with your teen resonate deeply. The emotional hook is parental anxiety combined with the desire to do right by their kids in a world they don't fully understand. Number 6, legal knowledge for normal people. Rich people hire lawyers for everything. Normal people just hope they don't get screwed. There's a massive information gap about basic legal rights and procedures that people encounter regularly. What are your rights when pulled over? What happens if you don't pay a medical bill? How do you fight an eviction? What's the actual process of small claims court? This content empowers people who can't afford legal help but need to navigate legal situations. It's practical, it's empowering, and it's underserved. Just make sure you always include a disclaimer that you're providing information, not legal advice. 7th, digital privacy, scams, and AI fraud protection. Scams are getting sophisticated, especially with AI. Deepfakes, voice cloning, sophisticated phishing. Most people are vulnerable because they don't understand how these scams work. This niche teaches people to protect themselves, how to spot AI-generated fraud, how to secure their accounts, what information to never share, real examples of recent scams and how they worked. The audience is everyone, but especially older folks who are targeted more frequently and younger people who overshare online. The content is urgent, practical, and genuinely helpful. Number 8, modern home ownership and the why you'll never buy a house reality. Home ownership feels impossible for most people under 40, but there's a lack of honest content about why. This niche digs into the actual numbers, the systematic issues, and realistic alternatives. Videos explore topics like the math behind why houses are unaffordable, understanding the investor takeover of housing, and is renting forever actually okay? It's not about false hope or doom. It's about helping people understand their reality and make informed decisions. This resonates because it validates a massive source of stress and provides clarity instead of platitudes. 9th, health optimization for high performers. This isn't general fitness content. It's for people who already work out and eat reasonably well but want to optimize further. Biohacking, sleep optimization, cognitive enhancement, longevity strategies. The audience is professionals, entrepreneurs, and ambitious people who treat their body like a performance tool. They're willing to invest time and money, but want evidence-based information, not bro science. Content might cover topics like optimizing your sleep architecture for cognitive performance or the science of fasting for productivity. It's specific, it's science-focused, and it attracts an audience with purchasing power. And finally, number 10, I tried it so you don't have to. Economy experiments. This is where you test things people are curious about but don't want to risk themselves. You try living on minimum wage for a month. You test if you can actually make money with various side hustles. You experiment with extreme budgeting challenges. It's part entertainment, part research, part social commentary. The format is engaging because it's narrative-driven, and it provides real information people can use to make decisions about their own lives. Videos like, "I tried every gig economy job for a week," or "Living on high 1500 month in a major city," get massive views because they satisfy curiosity and provide valuable data. Now, these 10 niches are just starting points. The real magic happens when you combine them or go even more specific. Pick one of these niches, or use them as inspiration to find your own specific angle. Think about what information gap you could fill. What audience is being underserved? What questions do people have that aren't being answered well? Then create your first video. Don't wait for perfect. Don't overthink it. Just start. Use AI to help you scale, but focus on providing real value. That's what builds an audience that actually cares about what you create. The opportunity is there. YouTube isn't dead, it's just evolved. The winners in 2026 won't be the ones trying to compete with established giants. They'll be the ones finding their own small corner of the internet and serving it better than anyone else. If you found this helpful, let me know which niche you're most interested in. And if you want to learn more about actually building a channel with AI, I'll be creating more content on exactly that process. Let's build something real in 2026.